Hi, welcome to SB's Masterclass and this training is all about Facebook ads और Facebook ads के latest changes, okay? So आप इस ट्रेनिंग में Facebook ads के अंदर क्या क्या लेटेस्ट अपडेट्स हुई हैं, कैसे आप Facebook ads को ज़्यादा प्रॉफिटेबल बना सकते हो अपने एडवर्टाइजिंग के लिए, अपने बिजनेस के लिए, अपने क्लाइंट के बिजनेस के लिए, ऑल ऑफ दैट, ऑल दी हैक्स, ऑल दी स्ट्रैटेजीज, रीटारगेटिंग से लेके एडवांटेज प्लस से लेके ऑल द लेटेस्ट स्टफ दैट हैव कम इनसाइड फेसबुक, आपको वो सब कुछ सीखने के लिए मिलेगा। हाउएवर एक चीज़ है वो ये कि ये डिटेल्ड फेसबुक एड्स की ट्रेनिंग, इनफैक्ट मल्टीपल ट्रेनिंग्स मैंने अपने कस्टमर्स के लिए ऑलरेडी करी थी इन द लाइव फॉर्मेट। सो ये एक इंट्रो मैं रिकॉर्ड कर रहा हूँ, इसके आगे आपको वो ट्रेनिंग्स को देखने को लिए मिलेगा। एंड ऑफ कोर्स सिंस आई वाज डूइंग इट लाइव, तो उसके अंदर Q&A सेशंस भी हो रहे थे, जो लोग वहाँ पे लाइव क्वेश्चंस कर रहे थे। तो यू नो व्हेन यू आर वाचिंग दैट ट्रेनिंग, सो कीप दैट थिंग इन योर माइंड कि आपको सही चीज़ सीखने के लिए मिल रही है, लेकिन बीच बीच में वो ऑडियंस के क्वेश्चन है जो कि मैं आंसर कर रहा हूँ, विच इज़ गुड इन वन वे, क्योंकि व्हेन आई एम टीचिंग लाइव, सो मे बी इफ आई स्किप समथिंग, तो कस्टमर्स वहाँ पे डायरेक्टली पूछ रहे हैं, तो आपको उनका भी पर्सपेक्टिव जानने के लिए मिलेगा। सो दिस इज गोइंग टू बी अ सीरीज ऑफ कंप्लीटली 2 वीडियोस। नंबर 1, ये जो पहली ट्रेनिंग है, इसके अंदर आपको A to Z एक ब्रांड न्यू एड अकाउंट जब आपका सेटअप हो चुका है, तो उसके बाद आपको स्टार्टिंग से क्या क्या सेटिंग्स करनी होती है। लाइक आपका बिजनेस मैनेजर कैसे सेटअप होएगा, उसकी अकाउंट डिटेल्स कैसे ऐड होएगी, उसके अंदर एड अकाउंट कैसे बनेगा, एड अकाउंट के अंदर एडवर्टाइजर कैसे ऐड होएगा, लाइक फ्रॉम द बेसिक मिनिमम, बिल्कुल बेसिक से हमने स्टार्ट करा है पहले वीडियो में। ऑल द बेसिक एसेंशियल्स, आपके क्या क्या टर्म्स होते हैं फेसबुक एड अकाउंट के अंदर, क्या क्या टर्म्स बेसिकली आपको यू नो ऑडियंसेस क्या होती हैं, कस्टम ऑडियंसेस क्या होती हैं, सब कुछ आपको बेसिक से सिखा रखा है इन द फर्स्ट वीडियो, इन द फर्स्ट ट्रेनिंग। सो ये पहली ट्रेनिंग आप देखोगे एंड देन यू आर गोइंग टू सी द सेकंड ट्रेनिंग, जिसके के अंदर मैंने आपको पूरा एडवांस लेवल पे जाके एडवर्टाइजिंग को आज की डेट में आप कैसे प्रॉफिटेबल बनाओगे, आज की डेट में हम लोग हमारे कैंपेन्स को कैसे रन करते हैं, कैंपेन्स को कैसे सेटअप करते हैं, अगर मेरे को कोई नया कैंपेन लॉन्च करना है, नया प्रोडक्ट लॉन्च करना है, तो उसकी हम मार्केटिंग कैसे करते हैं, अगर मैं किसी पुराने प्रोडक्ट की मार्केटिंग कर रहा हूँ, एवरग्रीन प्रोडक्ट की मार्केटिंग कर रहा हूँ, तो उसकी मार्केटिंग हम कैसे करते हैं, पूरा A to Z डिटेल में आपको सीखने को मिलेगा। सो दिस इज अ सीरीज ऑफ 2 वीडियोस कंप्लीटली इनसाइड बिजनेस एसेंशियल्स, एंड आपका फेसबुक एडवर्टाइजिंग फ्रॉम बेसिक टिल एडवांस आपका कंप्लीट यहाँ पे लेटेस्ट एडिशन कवर हो चुका होगा, राइट? सो स्टार्ट वॉचिंग इट राइट फ्रॉम हियर।
So when I'm logged into Facebook, I can see this Ads Manager button, right? So that day also we did the same thing, by the way. That day when we ran this ad for the very first time, I mean when we created this ad account for the very first time, that day also we did the same thing. We logged into Facebook, we went to the left hand side. In the left hand side, we clicked on the Ad Manager button, and that is where we were able to do it. Now, with respect to the basic settings, you click on this all tools, and over here you will find anything and everything. And all that you need to do is just click on each and every button once, and you will be able to see everything in one single place. So just like I was telling you, the things that have changed, most importantly, the things that have changed is, for example, when I'm talking about custom audience, earlier it used to come over here, but now, you can go into audiences, then you will see all of that. So again, it's the simple dashboard overlap which has happened, and some things that have changed for sure. So all of that has been explained to you inside the course, okay, inside the detailed course. So my agenda with this training, once again, is not to go detailed into Facebook ad, because that has already been done inside timeline domination. My agenda with today's training, once again, is to help you go from 0 to 1, right? So for making you go to 0, from 0 to 1, I'm going to show you the basic things through which anybody will be able to start running the Facebook ads. But then, of course, just like the homework was given to you yesterday, that you go through the Facebook ads course, and if some of you have already missed it, you have not been able to complete it, for example, so again, you do it today, right? So you finish the remaining part. But again, the basic understanding and the basic enough, good enough idea with which you will be able to run the Facebook ad by yourself, all of that I'm going to give you today in today's session. Okay, is this clear? All right, okay. So just like I said, you click on the All Tools button and make sure that you click on each of these buttons, each of these thing that you are seeing at least once. Because it is your role, it is your job to understand that you see what are all the things that are happening inside the dashboard. And honestly, Facebook is never the same. At a micro level, it's never the same. At a macro level, it's almost the same, but at a micro level, it's never the same because it keeps on testing new things and something or the other, it keeps coming. Like the minor tweaks, it keeps coming. So it is always a possibility that if you are opening the ad manager more than me, then after 1 month you will be knowing more about Facebook ad manager than me or anybody else, simply because at a macro level, of course, things remain the same, but at a micro level, some new things they keep on coming. So just keep on clicking on these buttons and see. So for example, if I click on the business settings, so the basic structure of a Facebook ad account is, okay, understand this thing. The basic structure of a Facebook ad account is when you go to the business settings, so you will be able to go into things like, let's say, business info. So just like I said, you click on each and every button. I have seen a lot of people, they have this fear that, they don't click on things that something wrong is going to happen. But it's not like that. Just keep checking every single thing. That's how you will learn, right? Everybody learns like that. So just like I have gone into the business info, so basically the structure of a Facebook ad account is in a way in which you have business, then you have the ad manager, and within the ad manager you have the pixel and everything. Okay, so first there is the business, then there is the ad manager, and then within the ad manager there is pixel and everything. So there is pixel, there is audience, there is everything. So understand this thing. A business can have multiple ad managers. Okay, so there is going to be, let's suppose, one business account, and I'm not 100% sure about it. Maybe you can have even more business accounts. Probably yes. Probably yes. Now when I'm thinking about it, probably yes. But again, it's not my need, so I'm not explored on it. So, but again, within one business, you can have multiple ad managers. Okay, so let's suppose if you have, let's say, two different types of products that are running, different types of products, or two different types of businesses that are running. And maybe you are running it under one brand domain, right? So one company. So then you can have two different ad managers, right? So two different. So for example, just an example, I mean, Funnel Growth Summit is an event that we do, and FlexiFunnels is a software that we do. So within one company, but these are like two different types of products, two very different types of products. So for them, I can think about having a different ad manager, although we don't have it, simply because the customers for FlexiFunnels, the customers for event like Funnel Growth Summit, they are like, there is a big overlap. So when the customers are the same, so, then we don't want to do it. But it was just an example that of two very different types of products. If the customers were not overlapping with each other, then most likely I would have had, a separate ad manager for that. Is this clear? Is this clear to you? Is the concept clear? So first there is business, then there are ad managers, and then within the ad manager, within the ad managers, you can have different pixels and you can have different audiences and everything. Okay. So if you will see, this is one business. Now for the business, if I go into the business info, now for a business, I can add all the stuff like, legal business name. So you will click on the edit button. You will be able to add the legal business name, whatever is the name of your company, and all the details, whatever is your tax ID. So if you have a GST number or whenever you have a GST number, you will update it over here and all the things, right? So these are all the things that you will keep on putting. And once you have put it, you will automatically go into the verified zone. And then, just like they say, to access certain Facebook products, your business must be verified, as you can see, right? So some of the functionalities they will enable for you when your ad manager or when your business is verified. Okay, so you can, again, everything is written right in front of you. All that you need to do is you just need to keep on exploring and clicking on the buttons. Okay, you will be able to figure it out. Similarly, you will go to the billing and payments page. This is one tab that we keep on opening multiple times. So you will attach some payment method over here, so which you will be able to do the payment to Facebook. Okay. Second thing is, next thing would be, so within this business, so have a look at this. Okay, within this business, so this is a business profile, right? This is a business profile, business portfolio. This is a business profile. So within this business, if I go into ad accounts, Okay, so I can create a new ad account. Okay, or I can request access to a ad account. Okay, so if you will see, I can create an ad account or I can request access to an ad account. So what that means is, okay, let's suppose if I'm working for a client, okay, so in that case, this is client's account, so I will need access to their ad account, right? So I will be clicking on that. However, if I'm creating my own ad account, then I will click on create a new ad account, right? Or if I already have an ad account, but maybe it is somewhere else, so I can click on adding it. I mean, just like I said, as you will keep on clicking stuff, you will keep on figuring out, okay, this can be done, this can be done, this can be done. All of these things you will be able to figure it out. Is this clear to everybody? Give me a yes. So maybe we can click on creating a new ad account. Okay, let's call it test. So again, simple things. It will keep on asking you. It's very intuitive. You know, step by step, you will be able to do all the things on your own. Okay, it's simple, straightforward. So then the next thing is that okay, I will show you this. So I need to select the person. So for this particular business, only one person is added. Okay, Kushagra Pandey, only one person is added. So I want to give this person the whole access, which in case is me only. But again, you know, I want to give all the access. If you are exit before you will need to add it later in the payment settings. Yeah, I will do that later. Okay, so have a look at this. Within the ad account, I can also add new people. Okay, I can also add new people. So I can click on this and probably over here or somewhere over here, assign people or maybe add people somewhere over here. I will be able to add new people. Once again, you know, as you will keep on clicking stuff, you will be able to figure it out on your own, right? So once again, yeah, okay. You go to people and then you will be able to invite other people. So just like I said, that let's suppose if you are a business and you want to invite an advertiser to run the ad for you, so in that case, you will invite people and you will put their Facebook ad ID and they will get the permission to join your ad account. Okay. So for example, let's suppose you know, let me type something random. Let me see if that works. Okay, sp@sp.com. This is not my actual ID, but let's see if that works. Just an example. Yeah. So have a look at this. So when I'm adding this, so over here, it is giving me the option whether I want to give full control to everything. So I will click on yes. Also, one more thing is that always see, you know, with Facebook, always see what are the things that they are not telling you. Okay, so as you can see, view advanced options. So over here also you are, you know, I mean, just click on it, see what exactly it is. If you want to make it, just do it. If you don't want to do it, just don't do it. But again, just always click on stuff and see, right? So now once I have added this person, so now what I can do is I can assign the access to them. For example, we just created this new ad account, right? Test. So now if I want to give this new person the access to this particular ad account, so I will just click over here and click on invite. And now the invite email and the Facebook notification will be sent to that person. And they will also get access to this Facebook ad account. So this is exactly how you can get access to a client's account if you are a service provider, or this is exactly how you will be able to give access to some advertiser if you are giving access to, you know, some service provider. Is this clear to everybody? Give me a yes. Okay, and the best part is that you will be having the recording of this whole session inside Timeline Nomination. So again, you know, if you just want to look at these steps again, how to do it, you know, do it at your own pace. So you will be able to do it right over there. Okay, so and once again, you click on this stuff. Most important thing is clicking on this stuff. Okay, you click on catalog. Okay, does not make sense. Okay, what do you mean by apps? What do you mean by pixel? Right? What do you mean by Instagram accounts? So all of these things we have not added yet. So once again, but again, you keep on clicking, right? So I will click on back. We don't want to give any access right now. But again, the most important thing is that you keep on clicking. Okay, As you keep on clicking, you will keep on figuring out. So data sources. So now inside data sources, I can see there is something like catalogs. I don't have any catalog, right? So I mean that's not needed. But again, as you keep on clicking it, so okay, so I clicked on this pixel button and it is saying we have made some changes to our platform, which they keep on doing, right? So you can find this asset in the data sources menu under that data set. See, this is the problem, right? They keep on changing the location from one place to another. The place where they have written pixel is where the pixel is not here. Now they are asking me to go into dataset to create a pixel. That is the whole problem. That's, see, the concept of using the pixel was the same back in 2019 and it is the same back, even right now. Just that the pixel has become smarter. That's a big difference. But the way you use pixel is exactly the same. But they keep on changing the location. But again, if you will, once again, like I said, if you will go inside the platform, keep on clicking on this stuff, you will figure out, okay, this is where it is, right? So I will go to data set. I'll click on the add button. Let's suppose I will put something like this, SB pixel. Okay, give it the name that you want to give it. So for example, if this pixel is for our product FlexiBunnels, then I will give it the name FlexiBunnels pixel. If this pixel is for something else, I will give it that name. Just what you will remember, and for whatever product or something it is. Arjun, I understand. So Arjun, see, लाइक आई सेड आपको इस पूरे सेशन का रिकॉर्डिंग भी मिलेगा सो आप जब रिकॉर्डिंग देख रहे होगे फ्रॉम देयर यू कैन कीप ऑन अंडरस्टैंडिंग द थिंग्स एंड स्टेप बाय स्टेप you can keep on learning at your own pace. Okay, okay, is this clear? Is this clear? So now I just added a new pixel over here, right? I just added a new pixel. So this was a brand new Facebook ad manager. And inside of a brand new Facebook ad manager, we added a new ad account and we added a new pixel. Now, over here, अगर आप यहाँ पे देखोगे, so since we added this new pixel, so one more thing that needs to be done is this pixel needs to be assigned to people. So now once again, you need to select the person who is going to manage this and you need to give the permission because you can have more people in your ad manager in your business, who can be advertiser and all. So you need to select कि आप pixel का access किसको दोगे. So you will click on assign people and then the pixel access is going to be given to them. Similarly, you will click on assign assets. ओके एंड देन अब आपने पिक्सल बना लिया अब आपने एड अकाउंट भी बना लिया बट यू हैव नॉट कनेक्टेड द पिक्सल विद द एड अकाउंट सो नाउ व्हाट यू नीड टू डू इज this pixel if you want to attach with this ad account you need to do it and now this pixel is added to this particular ad account so now this pixel has been added to Kushagra so Kushagra can manage this pixel and also this ad account is connected with this pixel. Is this clear? Is this clear? So we can have multiple pixels for the same ad account? Yes, you can. Is this clear, everybody? Is this clear? I mean, see, when I'm asking, is this clear? What I really mean is that, since I am talking and I'm doing, so, when I'm doing that, automatically some of the things you might miss. But when you are watching it, you can see that everything is step by step. Nothing is fancy, nothing is rocket science. Everything is step by step. So when you will get the same recording back inside your house and you can slow down, watch at your own pace, you will be able to implement, right? There is nothing that I did in which it was something out of the blue and I did some sort of coding or stuff. It was simple. One click, 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 right? Is this so that way you are able to see and understand everything that's happening, right? It is not like anything is going above the head. Just that you need to slow down and you need to do it at your own pace. This is the whole thing, right? Is this clear to everybody? Pixel is useful for conversion campaign only or can be used for traffic and engagement too? See, this is the kind of questions that I don't want to see. And the reason for that is because the homework was given to you to go through the trainings that were there inside Timeline Domination. So the only reason I did not do this training yesterday is because I wanted you to have the basic understanding of all the things so that, you know, all these things are already clear to you. Now, if you will just attend the live session right over here without having a basic understanding that is already provided to you. So you tell me, you are making my job difficult. And then when you ask this question, so everybody's time gets wasted because if I have to answer this question, so it does not make sense that I'm going to answer this question because again, all of this thing has already been made clear in the basic trainings. Okay, this is one thing. So data set is there. Data set inside data set, we have added the pixel, we have added the ad account, and we have assigned the ad account to the people, right? Similarly, the ad account also the people are connected, right? So if you will see step by step at the top, we were able to add people, right? So I can add more people if I want, right? I can have pages, Facebook page. I guess we created a page that day. If I remember correctly, when I created the ad account for the first time, I guess we created the Facebook page. Let me just check. This is a page, right? Yeah, we created this page, correct? Let me just post something random on the Facebook page. Okay, ठीक है, sorted. So again, so when you create a Facebook page, okay, make sure that you watch the training. Like I said in the challenge instructions page, make sure that you watch that training. So from there, you will know how to set up the new ad account. So inside your Facebook account, now you will be able to have your own personal profile and your Facebook page, both the things, okay? So you click on, so I will go back to the personal profile once again, okay? See, the first time, it is the first time setup that might look a bit complicated, although it is not, it is very straightforward. But you know, most important thing is that this is something that we need to do in order to scale our business. And oh, it is only the first time setup that will take some time of yours, some energy of yours. Because uske baad, once everything is set up, then it is only, you know, 3-step process. Campaign, ad set, ad, that's it. I mean, uske baad, after doing all of this setting, you don't ever need to do it again. So, you know, you just have to do it all at once. That's it, just once. Okay, so you have added the people, you have added the ad accounts. I'm not sure why that page was not showing. Maybe it is gonna show now. Yeah. Yep. So the page that you created, right? The page that you created. So now it is showing over here. Although, you know, I want to do a quick experiment, okay? I just want to do a quick experiment. So in this business setting, I just added this page, right? Uh, I want to try and run the ad without adding this page. I just want to try and run the ad without adding this page. So I'm going to do that experiment right now in front of you. I have not done it. But if that works, then I will not add this page. Okay, so I'm just going to remove it for now. And we will do the experiment. And if it allows me to run the ad without adding the page, then we'll do it that way. And I will tell you the reason why if we are able to do it. Okay, 1 second. And this is where the mentoring comes into the picture. Okay, this is exactly where the mentoring comes into the picture. So I will tell you the reason why I don't want to connect the page over here. Similarly, if you also want to run the ads via your Instagram account, so you need to click on the Instagram account. You click on the ad button. connect your Instagram account. It will ask you for the user, the login ID and password of your Instagram account, and your Instagram account will also get connected. Similarly, so now you have people, now you have ad account, and now you also have pixels uh, inside your ad account, right? And the next thing that will come into the picture would be custom conversions. We'll talk about it just in a moment. Okay, we'll talk about it just in a moment. So event source groups, all of these things you can ignore for now. Okay, is this clear? Is this clear? Until now, is this clear? I mean, you were able to understand everything. With respect to implementing, of course, I understand that if you are doing things for the first time, you will take your own time, but you were able to understand everything, right? Everybody, give me a yes. Prajwal, when I say give me a yes, so I'm not saying yes, I'm saying yes. Okay, short form. All right, nice. So short form ही अगर करना है तब तो फिर हो गया session. In the short form, this session is done and we are done. If this is the yes, then the short form session is also done. Okay, so once again, I will click on the stuff. Okay, ad reporting, audiences, advertising. Now, there are two super most important things that's gonna come into the picture. Number one is going to be your this thing audiences, and number two is going to be your custom conversions. Okay, so all of this setting was just a one-time process. That's it. Okay, it was just a one-time process. Now everything is gonna revolve regarding your ad manager and the audiences and the custom conversions. This is where the whole game is going to be played. Okay, so we'll go into this step by step. First of all, I wanna go into probably the audiences because that should be simpler. Okay, so have a look at this. See, all of this thing has been explained in detail. So I'm gonna do a quick overview over here. So when I click on create a custom audience, so custom, what is the meaning of a custom audience? The meaning of a custom audience is that, inside Facebook, you can run the ads for, let's say, different types of audiences. And typically, you are going to reach out to people who do not know you, right? And that is where exactly where the business scaling is going to come. The people who do not know you, right? But at the same time, in a lot of scenarios, you also need to show your ads to people who know you, right? So for example, so you can do that with the help of custom audience. So people who have come to your website, you can show the ads to them. People, for example, you have an email list or you have a phone number list, you can show the ads to them. You have videos that you are posting and people who are watching those videos, you can show the ads to them. Or the people who are connected with your Instagram account, you can show the ads to them. So you can show the ads to all of these categories, Facebook page. And even over here, you can go very specific. So for example, you can go very specific. So if I talk about website, you can pick the specific pages that you want to show the ads to people. Let's suppose to people who have come to your website, like the full website, and also you can show the ads to people who have come on specific pages of your website. Now, please tell me this. What is the benefit of showing ads to people who have come on a specific pages of your website? Tell me very quickly. What is the benefit of showing the ads to people who have come on very specific pages of your website? Very specific pages. So let's suppose if I have a page, let's suppose one of my pages is regarding FlexiFunnels and another page is regarding Funnel Growth Summit. So all of you must have heard the term remarketing. So remarketing means that, showing the ads to people who have shown interest in some kind of product. So the people who have come to the sales page of FlexiFunnels, I will show them the remarketing ads of FlexiFunnels. Similarly, the people who have come on the sales page of Funnel Growth Summit, I will show them the ads of Funnel Growth Summit. They are most likely to take action and do the response on the ads of the products that are more relevant to them. Is this clear to everybody? So similarly, you can build the audiences for website. And over here also, you can go very detailed. So for example, you can create detailed audiences like somebody. So first of all, you can pick the whole website, you can pick the specific pages. Number one. Number two is that you can go detailed, as in somebody has visited your website or some pages in the last 2 days, or in the last 5 days, or in the last 7 days, or in the last 10 days, or 30 days, or 60 days, or 90 days, or 180 days. So up to 180. So you can create all of these different audiences. So by the way, let me also tell you one more thing. This is exactly where a platform like FlexiFunnels also comes into the picture, because until now, a lot of people, they were doing business by giving checkout links of Razorpay or Cashfree or Instamojo or some other payment gateways. But the problem with those checkout links is that they are not on your domain, and you cannot put the Facebook pixel on that. So your most important page of your business is your checkout page, because that is where a person who is finally interested in purchasing your product, they will go. Do you agree? Give me a yes. The most important page is your checkout page. This is exactly where most of the people who are willing to purchase the product, they will go to the checkout page. But the problem with Razorpay, Cashfree, Instamojo, all of that is you cannot put a pixel over there, and you cannot do the remarketing ads to them. But with the Facebook Ad Manager and with FlexiFunnels, because now you have checkout pages on FlexiFunnels, so you can show the remarketing ads to them. Now imagine, and before this, you cannot show the ads to the most targeted audience ever. But now with Flexi, you can do it. So all that you need to do is create a new custom audience of people who have visited just your checkout page in the last 2 days, 5 days, 7 days, 10 days, 180 days. So typically what we do is, when we are running our remarketing ads, we have a higher budget on people who have visited our checkout page, and we have a lower budget on people who have not visited our checkout page, or who have just visited the other side of our page. Is this understood? Okay, everybody, give me a yes. Similarly, it's as simple as to understand, if I'm doing a webinar, if somebody is attending my webinar for 90 minutes and somebody attended my webinar for only 5 minutes, who is a more targeted audience? So simply what we do is, we via Zoom or whatever webinar platform we are doing the webinar, we download the data, and then once we have the data, we keep on uploading it to the customer list, and the people who have attended the webinar for a more time duration, we put them into a more hot list, and the people who have attended the webinar for a less duration, we put them in a lesser hot list. So automatically, when it comes to running the ads, we show more ads and we spend more money on people who have consumed my content for more than 60 minutes in my webinar, versus the people who have not consumed, my webinar content a lot. Is this clear to everybody? So all those custom audiences you can make over here in your website, in your customer list, in your Instagram account, in your Facebook page, all of this. Is this clear? Give me a yes. Right? So that's the whole point of creating the audience. So let's create a quick page, okay? That day, I guess we created a page of art course. I'm not sure. That day we created the page. Let's suppose okay, yeah, this is the page that we created that day, right? In the last session that we did, this is the page that we created, correct? And did we create a thank you page also? I guess this was a thank you page, right? Okay. The problem with both these pages is that they are on sb.flexifunnels.com, which is already running. Okay, let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. So what I'm going to do is, first thing that I need to do is, I need to go into the pixel, I will also figure it out with you. Okay, event manager. Just a second. I believe that since this ad account is not verified, so they are not allowing right now. I mean, this business account is not verified because we have picked a new business account. But I will give you the solution. Okay, don't worry. Let me just quickly look at this. Otherwise, I will give you the solution. What to be done. How to verify? By adding your business details. That's how you will verify. Like I showed you, right, in the beginning. You will go to the business info. You will click on, you will add your business details, stuff like this, all of this, and then it will verify. Like I said, it is written very clearly. To access certain Facebook products, your business must be verified. So that's the whole thing. And even without this, you will be able to run some sort of ads, basic ads, but this is something which is important. Um, okay. I guess this is the unverified account, so that's why it's not gonna allow me right now. Let's see. Okay, so over here, it is showing me setup Metapixel, right? Okay, yeah. So install code manually. Okay, so yeah, we have got the code, right? So install code manually. This is the code, right? So you all of you saw these steps that I did, right? So I somehow ended up on going to the code. So this is how you got you will be copying the code of your Facebook pixel, okay? And you will be getting the recording of this, so don't worry about it. Okay. But you verified earlier as it filled details. No, but this is a new ad account. No, I told you this is a new ad account. That's why it's not verified. Okay. So inside your Flexi account, you're going to go to the edit page. Okay. You go into the edit page. And inside edit page, you click on this setting and you go to the retargeting code and then you put the code over here. Okay. You click on update. Done. And you click on publish. And now your pixel will be on this particular landing page. Okay. I will show you how to verify it. And by the way, all of this is covered in timeline domination already. So very, very quickly over here, what we need to do is we need to add a new extension. Okay. So inside Facebook, you can add a new extension. Which is, I guess, Meta. Yeah, Meta Pixel Helper, right? And you can add it to Chrome. Like, let me also give you the link. Let me just verify if this is the link that's gonna work. Yeah. So you open this in your Chrome browser and you can add it inside your Chrome account. Okay. This is the link right over here. All right. So I will click on add to Chrome. So it will be added to my Google Chrome. Okay. So now as you can see, this extension is added to my Google Chrome, right? So over here, this is the landing page. No, this is the landing page where we added the pixel, right? Sorry. So if you will see inside Meta Pixel Helper, if you will see, you can see this pixel is visible, right? Can you see this one? Can you see this one? So what that tells you is that your Facebook pixel is added to this landing page. Is this clear? So what we did was we copied the code, we added it to the Facebook page inside Flexi, we published the page, and now this pixel is visible on this landing page. If you will see on this page, so this is the page on which we have not yet added the code. So over here, when I'm clicking on this, there is no pixel. But on this page, we added the code, so there is the pixel, right? So I'm gonna copy the code again. I'm gonna go back to the pages. And similarly, what you need to do is you need to add the code to all of your pages. And one more thing that you can do is, I will just show you. Okay, one more thing that you can do is, you can add in the head. Okay, one more thing that you can do is, you click on the edit page again. Okay, go to the retargeting code, paste the code. Okay, so the code is added, and now publish it again, and now the code will be visible on the page. All right, let me close this. Let me close this. And as you can see that the code is visible right over here. Is this clear? It was easy. One click, adding the pixel to your landing page. Very, very simple, right? Give me a yes. This is clear to everybody. All right, perfect. Okay, I'm gonna click on the back button. Is the same code? Yeah, the code is same. Also, one more setting that we have inside FlexiPanels is, I guess in the project settings, what you can do is, let's suppose, see, the pixel is something that is supposed to be on all of your landing pages. And if your whole work is the same, which is ideally it should be. So when you are creating a new project inside Flexi, so make sure that all of your pages are for one particular type of work. So now what you do not need to do is, you do not need to go to every single page, and you do not need to add the pixel on every single page. Just go to the project settings, click on general code, and put the code just right over here. Okay, just put the code right over here. Click on update, and by default, it will be added to all of your pages that are available in this particular project. So we save you time. We see, just like we said, this is a FlexiPanels is a product by marketers for business owners, or by business owners for business owners. So we have faced all these problems. The problem is, over a period of time, you will be running multiple different types of funnels, multiple different types of promotions. So, in one of our, in multiple projects of ours, we have 20 pages, 30 pages. And just in case I want to add a new code. So I have to go to all of the pages. But now you don't need to do it. Just click on the project settings, go to the general code settings, and you will be able to add. All right. So is this clear? Okay. Preetham says one project is equal to one funnel is equal to one product. So one pixel. One project is equal to one funnel is equal to one product is not the case, because you can have multiple products, but the products has to be of similar nature, of similar kind of business, right? So maybe the upsell, right? So it's of the similar nature, right? Right. Good. So I have got this message from one of the attendees, Vipul Singhal, that finally I've added the pixel to all of my pages. Good. Should we have one pixel for one domain, or it can be used for multiple domains as well? No, use it for one domain. Although if the nature of business is the same. So for example, flexipanels.com and Funnel Growth Summit, the nature of business is the same because the customers are the same. So I will be adding the same pixel to both the domains. But if the nature of business is different, then I will not add the same pixel to both the domains. Then I will create a separate pixel for both different domains, right? Shubham Singh, I'm happy to see that you have picked this thing. So Shubham Singh says that in his FlexiPanels account, he is not able to see the conversion API. That is true because it is not yet rolled into your account. We are still testing this feature. Right. So conversion API is a massive feature that we are going to be releasing very, very soon inside FlexiPanels. And the way conversion API works is that Facebook by itself is not able to track all the data. I will record the videos when we will be launching this feature. So Facebook is not able to record all the data. So that is where Conversion API comes in, where we as FlexiFunnels will pass your data to your Facebook Ad Manager, and that is where your Facebook Ad Manager will become fully perfect. See, the way Facebook is gonna get your website data is by first adding the pixel. So now they have added the pixel, but the problem with adding the pixel is that in certain browsers or certain places the pixel is not able to pass all the data. So this is where the Conversion API comes into the picture. So this is a feature that we are still testing, and once we roll it out, then it will be visible into your account. Just like Shubham, in your account you would not be able to see the affiliates, you would not be able to see flexi proof, and probably a few more things, right? So these are the things that we are still testing, and once we are fully tested, then we roll it out into customized accounts, right? So pixel depends on the type of audiences. Yes, the nature of business, the type of audiences, correct, right? So we just need different pixels from the same ad account. No, create a new ad account. No, or we need different ad account and different pixel to different products. Yes, create a different ad account and create a different pixel, right? All right, so this pixel is added, right? Paste the code to website, right? This is done. You click on continue in your ad account and do whatever Facebook says, turn on advanced matching. If it is asking you to do it, then you just do it, right? And open the event setup tool. So I'm not going to cover the event setup tool in this session, okay? Because I don't want to go advanced in this session because it will take a lot of time. But in this session, 2024 edition, I have covered all of this. Okay, the event manager and all, I've covered all of this in the 2024 session. Okay, so make sure that you watch it. Okay, so over here, if we will see, this is the pixel, and this pixel is added over here, right? Test events, diagnostics, history, settings. Again, keep on clicking on these stuff. Okay, keep on clicking on this stuff, right, and see what exactly is happening, right? So keep on clicking on this stuff. Um, okay. So there are a few more advanced things that have been covered in the 2024 session. So I will click on this, and as you can see, the at some point of time, the data will start showing over here. Okay, the data will start showing over here inside your pixel. Okay, now the next thing that we need to do is, once we have added the pixel, the next thing that we need to do is we need to set up the audience. Okay, we need to set up the audience. I explained to you what audience is, but now it's time that we set it up. Okay, so you go to the audiences. See, right now, we are assuming that we only have two pages. So one is this page, which is the webinar registration page, and second is this page, which is the thank you page. Okay. So for the sake of this training right now that we are doing, we are going to assume that we have just two pages. Okay. Registration page and thank you page. That's it. Right. So what you need to do is you need to set up a new custom audience. All right. And you will click on the website, for example, and click on next. Okay. So pixel name is Kushag Pandey's pixel. Here a metapixel. We have the metapixel. One second. Anyways, let's see. Okay, click on continue, and you're gonna okay, probably I'm going to have the pixel attached to this. Okay, see again, one time setting. Once again, I'm gonna go to the, where is this? Okay, just give me a second. New ad account. Even I'm having to figure out things. 1 second. Setting up the audience and all is easy, right? So what you need to do is, let's suppose people who visited specific pages. All that I need to do is, let's suppose this is the page that we created, right? This is my webinar registration page. All that I need to do is put this webinar registration page URL over here. And in the last 30 days, the people who have come to this page, I will be able to add these people over here, right? Audience name, let's suppose um, phone addiction webinar registration, right? So something like this, and I will be able to create the audience. Okay, so setting up the audience is easy. That is not a problem. I'm not just sure why it is not giving me the source. That's what I'm not able to understand. Why it is not giving me the source. Okay. It is giving me a new pixel. I'm not sure why. Let me just click on creating a new website. Okay, yeah. So it's showing me the pixel over here. Now it is showing me the pixel, but I'm not sure. Uh, and I don't just want to leave you hanging in between, right? So earlier it was not showing up, maybe because it is not showing up here. Uh, yeah, but I just want to be sure so that I don't leave you hanging in between. That and probably I have an idea what exactly happened over here. So maybe we mixed up this business portfolio with this. Probably. 1 second. 1 second, okay? Let's do a quick experiment. So when I go to the add audience, okay, now when I click on the view pixel, so once again, see it is asking me to add a new pixel, okay? Let me just do one thing. 1 second. Okay, let me go to the product settings in Flexi. Let me add this pixel very, very quickly, okay? 1 second. Okay, so if I go to the page URL, as you can see, now we have two pixels over here, right? So now we have two pixels over here. One was the other pixel, now it's this pixel. So now if I create an audience over here, okay, now it shows me the pixel. So the pixel took some time to become active. That was the issue. So actually the pixel was added but Facebook and Pixel was added to the page. The problem was it took some time to become active. That is the problem. So we were expecting it to become active within 1 minute, but it became active in around 5 or 10 minutes. So that's what the issue was. So we just need to wait for a few minutes to make sure that this is active. Okay, let me refresh it. I just want to be 100% double sure. So if you will see like 5 minutes before, and that is why this is the reason why I am doing this session in a brand new Facebook ad account, so that you can have the complete understanding from a newbie perspective. Because if I was doing all of this setting in a old account, then everything was set up over there. So I wanted to challenge myself also to do everything in a brand new ad account, so that I can do everything right in front of you, right? Because all of this figuring out, otherwise you had to do. So I'm doing out the figuring out right in front of you, right? Because in our ad account, we have the audiences, we have everything. So we don't have to worry about anything. Okay, so I have the SB Pixel now added over here, and I can create anything that I want to create. Okay, so even over here, now this audience that we created earlier, I can click on edit, and now the SB Pixel is added to it. So if you saw earlier, it was not added, but now it is added, right? Phone addiction, whatever. So now this is added, right? Just to be double sure, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on this, and I'm going to delete this. Okay, I'm gonna click on this, and I'm gonna delete this and create a custom audience, your website, SB Pixel. I don't want to, let's suppose, of course, I want one audience, which is for all of my website visitors. Okay. So something like this. And I will create different audiences, by the way, 30, 60, 90, 120, 180. See, all of this advanced stuff has been shared with you inside timeline domination. But I will just keep talking whatever will come to my mind, right? So I create all of the audiences. So right now, maybe, I want to create 180 days audience of all website audience. Okay. So this is going to be one of my audiences. All right. This is going to be one of my audiences. Another one is going to be, let's suppose, on the specific pages. So I want the audience of this webinar registration page. Okay. I just want the audience of this webinar registration page. Okay. One more thing which is important is that you understand the difference between this contains and equals. Okay. I personally prefer contains, but let's suppose if you have another URL which is similar to this phone hyphen addiction hyphen, let's suppose, thanks. So now this contains means wherever this URL will be there, right? So it will catch it. I prefer to have things under contains rather than equals. The reason for that is because in multiple places, okay, in multiple places, see, understand this. Phone hyphen, can you see this URL? sb.fleximal.com/phone hyphen addiction. Can you see this URL? So over here, this URL is working like this. But if I click on add a slash, this URL will work in the same way. And then if I add some advanced UTM and all, which you will learn in the future, so it is going to behave in the same way. But the URL becomes different. So if you do equals, that's where the problems come in. So that is why, it is very important that you do contains. Okay. It is very, very important that you do contains. Now, I want to run the ads. So see, this is my webinar registration page. So anybody who comes to my webinar registration page in the last, let's say, 5 days, okay, so I'm going to create an audience like this, webinar registration. See, I will create all the audiences, by the way. So, webinar registration 5 day, 2 day, 7 day, 10, 15, 30, 60, 90, something like that, okay? But this is one audience, which is webinar registration 5, okay? Webinar registration 5. So what I'm going to do is, the people, Kumkum says, I was doing equals from long. Thanks for this insight. Most welcome. So again, please go through timeline nomination. It is all covered over there in detail. Okay. It is all covered over there. Okay. So this is webinar registration 5. So people who have come to my webinar registration page, but they did not sign up. I want to show them the ads again so that they can sign up, right? For some reason, they did not sign up. So if I want to show them the ads again, so now my audience is created. Now all that I need to do is select this audience and run the ads to them. Is it understood? So this is why I'm creating the audience of my webinar registration page. Similarly, I'm going to create the audience of my thank you page. Now, please tell me this. Why will I create the audience of my thank you page? Why will I create the audience of my thank you page? And what should be the retention of people over here? Nidhi Kapoor, you are absolutely right. Those who have purchased are more likely to purchase again, right? So I need that audience. At the same time, see, I need both the audiences. मेरे को वो वाले लोग भी चाहिए, the people who have come to my registration page, and I also need people who have come to my thank you page, because then I will be able to subtract. I will be able to subtract registration minus thank you, so that my ad will only be seen to people who have come to the registration page but did not go to the thank you page. So I can exclude this audience when I'm running the ad specifically to them. Is this clear? So for the thank you page audience, because this is a thank you page audience, now these people have already registered. So for them, I want the retention to be 180, which is the maximum. Okay. So let's suppose webinar registration is for the thank you page audience. I don't need 5, 7, 10, 15, 30, etc. etc. I need maximum, right? Although you can come up with any use case where you can, run the ad specifically to people who have registered in the last few days. We do it sometimes. So, some of our webinars, which are directly for our warm audiences, and which we run, let's suppose to promote our webinar, promote our events, for example, or some of our new products. So for them, we run the ad specifically to people who have come to the thank you page. That's something that we do sometimes, right? Okay, so now we have a registration page audience, we have a thank you page audience, right? So we have both these audiences. Although it is telling me that it is populating means that the audience is still building up over here, and as of now we don't have any traffic on this page, so there is no audience on this page, right? So that's why it will take some time to pop up the audience. So now we have done the step where we have added the pixel, we have created the audience, and now we are going to do the step of custom conversion. Okay. But personally, I'm still not 100% satisfied with the, why it was showing 2 pixels. So just right in front of you, I'm going to do another 5 minutes of research on it, because I don't want you to get confused once I leave from here. Right? I don't want to take the shortcut. I can go straight away, go into the custom conversion, create the ad. It's the simplest process, but I don't want you to get being lost once I have finished this. See, the problem over here was, which I realized was, if you will see, when I'm clicking on this, I can see one is business portfolio, one is my account. So there's both of these things, right? So this is where the confusion was coming into the picture. So right now I'm logged into this. If I log into Kushagra Pandey, which is the business portfolio, let's just do it very, very quickly. Okay, once again. Okay. And over here, once again, let's go to the business settings. So in the business settings, once again, I can see both these things. One second. So I have the people. There are no pages. We deleted the pages. We have this test ad account. Although it is not showing to me, I still want to check it. And I have this data set, which is the SB Pixel, which is now working, firing, good to go. I can click on the events manager, and the pixel should be now showing in the active state, right? As you can see, can you see this page view has started coming? Page view, this is active. the pixel is showing active. Earlier, this pixel was not showing active, right? Right. So this is now showing, right? So all of this is fine over here. However, if I switch to this, your account over here, if I switch to this and then go to, let's say, business settings. So by default, I'm logged in over here. Okay, no, I just want to click on Kushagra Pandey, the profile once again, my account once again. I guess this is where the problem happened. When we were doing it and there was some confusion that was happening. I guess this is where it was happening. If I go to the events manager, okay, so in the test ad manager, the pixel is added. Okay, this is perfect. Right. So this is the profile where also it is showing the pixel being added. And then this is Kushagra Pandey. 5523. I'm not sure why it was showing that new pixel. Maybe it was Facebook taking some time. No, 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 no. Yeah. If I go to the webinar registration page, one second. Okay. Can you see this? Can I say this? You can see the pixel ID over here is 3613 and over here it is 5523. Right? 3613 and 5523. So for this test ad account, the pixel ID is 3613, which is perfect. For this profile also it is showing 3613, which is fine. If I go down to this ad account ID, yeah, so you can see this is 5523, right? That was the problem. You can add two pixel, you can add 100 pixel in one landing page. That's not a problem. The problem is this. So the problem was the point of confusion, or where probably I made a mistake, was when I created the pixel and the ad account, I created it via this business account. But at the time of creating the audience, I went into the personal profile. So when you click over here, you can see the business portfolio and the personal profile. So at the time of creating the audience, I went into this, right? Personal profile instead of this. And this is where the confusion happened. And this is where the pixel, the other pixel came into the picture, because the other pixel, for creating the audience, the pixel had to be there. Is this clear? See, this is where I also made a mistake. So I wanted to be double sure that I give you the right understanding. So just ensure when you are clicking on the audience, when you are going to the audience, okay, that you have selected the right thing. So when you click on the audience, let's suppose, right, when you clicked on the audience, so you have selected the right, let's suppose this. Right? So now the audience is going to be created for the test ad account. Earlier, we created it for that different ad account. That was the issue. So it is very important that you pay attention to what is there at the top. Is this clear to everybody? Right? Because, like just by itself, And it also happened in that way that I did not click on it, but Facebook by default changed me to the profile. I never clicked on it and I went with the flow, right? So that's where the issue happened. All right. So this is where anybody can go wrong. And that too, maybe Facebook needs to improve over here because it switched my profile by default. Right. So once again, I'm gonna click on this once again. And my pixel is here. I'm gonna add specific web pages, create this audience once again, and select 5 over here. Webinar registration, 5 days. Okay. And then we do it for the thank you page, right? We will do it for the thank you page. And now, as we can see, the test ad account that we created is selected, right? That's where the problem was. So you need to ensure that the ad account that you created is supposed to be here, right? So earlier, the profile, we created the audience in the profile. That is why it was asking for the new pixel. That was the issue, right? This is exactly why I wanted to do this session via a new ad account so that I can come down to your level and I can do the settings according to you the way you will be doing, right? So this is 180 days. This is the thank you page audience. So webinar registration, thank you, right? 180, and then this audience is created. All right, so now we have the audience. Is this clear? Is this clear, everybody? Okay, great. What if the audience is very less who came on the webinar page in the start? Will it increase or affect? See, you are going to use it in the future. Right now, you don't. Right now, you don't have any audience. Don't even bother about it. You cannot run the ads on this audience right now. Okay. Of course, you can set up the remarketing ad, but this audience will be very less as of now. Okay, this audience will be very less as of now. So don't worry about it. Just that the only thing is that. Audience has to be there because you don't want to miss any person who is coming to your website. So for that purpose, the audience has to be created. You are going to be using it in the future whenever the time comes, but to be able to use it in the future, the audience has to be set up. Okay, is this clear to everybody? So the audience needs to be created on the very first day. Of course, you will be using it in the future. Okay, is this clear? Give me a yes. Is this clear? So you will be setting up the audience right now. Okay. The next thing that we are going to do very, very quickly is, and now this is, all the one-time setup is done. So we are done. All that we need to do is we will go to the custom conversions over here, somewhere over here. It should be inside probably Events Manager. Right. 1 second. Yeah, custom conversions. You will create a custom conversion. Okay. So as you can see, the pixel is here, 3613. This is the pixel ID, right? And I will create the custom conversion, which is webinar registration. Thanks. Okay. So somebody has registered for my webinar. So this is my custom conversion. And it cannot be the all URL traffic, right? It cannot be the all URL traffic. So URL contains is this thank you page. Okay, URL contains is this thank you page. So I will click on this and finally we'll create this audience. So what we are doing is, okay, we are telling Facebook, see, when it comes to running the ads on Facebook, the ads needs to be optimized for something. Basically, we need to tell Facebook that this is the final result that I want. So this is exactly what you are doing right now. So when you are running the webinar registration ad, Okay, when you are running the webinar registration ad, so you need to tell Facebook that, I want people, when I'm running the webinar registration ad, to go to this page, which is the thank you page. This is exactly what you need to tell to Facebook. Okay. So what you need to do is you need to copy this whole thing. You need to go inside Facebook, create a custom conversion, put this URL over here, and create this custom conversion. Okay. So now this custom conversion is created. So now when we will run the ad, we will tell Facebook that I want this conversion to happen when you are running the ad for me. Is this concept clear to everybody? Give me a yes. So we have created the custom conversion, and now we are going to tell Facebook that when I'm running the webinar registration ad, I want people to come to this page. And the only way they will come to this page is when they will sign up on this page. Right? Is this clear? Is this clear? Right? Sarthak, what is the purpose of customer value? So you can tell Facebook that how much a customer is worth to you. But this is a lead event. I mean, this is for lead generation, so that's why I'm not adding it over here. If this was a sale ad, sale based custom conversion, then I would have added it over here, right? So now one more thing is, if you will see, it says that it is inactive. Can you see this? This says that it is inactive. The reason is because nobody has come on this page ever since we added this, right? So now I'm gonna refresh this page. So the pixel will get the data that, okay, new custom conversion has happened. And when I'm gonna refresh the custom conversion tab on Facebook, so you can see that this has become active, right? So the custom conversion has become active. Is this easy? Fine, good to go. So first step is we create the pixel, we add the pixel to our landing page. Second step is we create the audiences, then we create the custom conversion, and we make the custom conversion active. Simple step-by-step process, right? And the best part is all of this setup needs to be done just once, which I did right in front of you in the last 2 hours. So you just need to take out one day time, set it up at once, and now once all of this is set up, now all that you need to do is just create the ads. Because once the setup is done, this is the one-time process. Okay? Clear to everybody? Clear to everybody? Kumkum, I prefer custom conversions. Although, again, all of these things I have explained in timeline nomination, especially in the 2024 training. All of this thing has been explained over there, right? Okay. So now the custom conversion is created. So we can go to the ad manager. Okay. Click on all tools again. Go to the ads manager. Okay. And now we don't create politics ads. It's fine. Okay, so for running the ad, it is gonna ask me to put the ad payment method. I hope you can see it over here. It is asking me to add a payment method. So of course you will be adding a payment method. This is a ad account which we are not going to use. So there is no point I'm gonna add a payment method at all. But I will just show you how you are going to run the ad. Okay. So now all of this setting is done. Okay. Once all of this setting is done. So, okay, 1 second. Okay, so it is asking me to add a business email, then open the confirmation email and confirm your email ID. Okay, just give me 1 second. Let me add the email and all over here. Okay, I'm gonna stop the screen sharing, add my email ID and confirm it. 1 second. Okay, done. All right. So I just added my email ID, went to my email, confirmed it, done. So it's sorted. So now I'm going to click on create the ad campaign. And now see, this was a webinar registration page, right? So I want to create a webinar registration ad, right? So what I'm going to do is, this is where we are creating, right? Let me close the other tabs, which we are not using. Okay, so I want to create a lead generation ad, right? So I will click on lead, right? Recommended settings, manual leads campaign. I'm going to select manual. You can go ahead with recommended. See, I've shown the difference in the 2024 detailed thing. Okay. Uh, so budget type, all of this, campaign objective, lead, etc., etc. This is fine, good to go. You can give it a name. So let's suppose phone addiction. Let's suppose this is a webinar registration ad for the phone addiction, right? Phone addiction, webinar registration. Okay. So this is my webinar campaign. And I'm going to get the conversion on my website, right? Maybe, so ad set name is very, very important. I have explained that in detail. I will just give you a quick hint of how to create the ad set name. So over here, now this is very important, okay? Over here, this is very, very important. So what you need to do is in the ad set, okay? These are the only 3 steps that we need to do. In the ad set, see, first thing is I want to maximize the conversions. Okay. I don't want landing page views. I don't want link clicks. I don't want unique reach. I don't want impressions. All that I want is conversions. Okay. This is my number one most important thing. Okay. That I'm looking forward to. Second thing is the ad is supposed to be running by this Facebook pixel. Okay. That is something which is important. And now I want a conversion event. Okay, now I want a conversion event. So this conversion event we created just 5 minutes back, webinar registration, thanks. So when you are actually going to run the ad, so you are telling Facebook that this is the conversion that I'm looking forward to. I will just show it to you once again. Okay, one more time. I will just show it to you very quickly so that you get the confirmation. So we went to custom conversion and created this custom conversion over there, right? So if I click on custom conversion, once again, have a look at this very, very carefully. So this is the custom conversion that we created, webinar registration, thanks. And if you will see the ID of the custom conversion is 4547. Can you see this? At the end, this is 4547. So now when I'm running the ad, you can see the same ID 4547 over here. So basically, this is the custom conversion for which I'm going to be optimizing this ad. Is this clear to everybody? Give me a yes. Is this clear to everybody? All right, perfect. Okay. So now all of this you can leave it. That's not an issue. You can select the budget, right? So for example, what you can do is for your first webinar, which is supposed to happen on the 1st of May. Okay. So you can go ahead and select the budget. Let's suppose maybe what you can do is you can select a lifetime budget of probably 1,000 rupees. Okay. Let's invest 1,000 rupees on your first ad. Okay. And so the webinar is supposed to happen on the 1st of May. So the starting time is fine. The end date is going to be 1st of May. And your webinar is supposed to happen, let's suppose, on the 1st of May at 7 p.m. So maybe you can keep getting the registrations till, let's suppose, 4 p.m. Okay. Because the people who are going to register till 4 p.m. on the 1st of May, they will have ample time to join the webinar. Maybe after that, it will become a little late. Although I don't mind, maybe I can add until 5. It's fine. Right. So then you are going to select the audiences and you are going to select the placement and all this stuff. Okay. So for example, so this is where you have added the custom conversion. You have selected the budget and maybe you have made it a lifetime budget. Okay. See, when your webinars are happening continuously, then you put a daily budget over here. Okay. Then you put a daily budget over here because the ad spend should keep on happening on a daily basis. But if you have a campaign, which is a one-time campaign, so you select a lifetime budget and select the end date and just run the ads until that date. Is this clear? Is this clear to everybody? Yes? सर एट इनिशियल लेवल में कस्टम कन्वर्जन इवेंट रन करना सही रहेगा बिकॉज वी डोंट हैव इनफ ट्रैफिक ऑन वेबसाइट. शुभम, अगर आपको वो नहीं करना होता तो मैं आपको ये बोलता ही नहीं. आपको ये ही करना है, इसीलिए आपको ये बोला. That's the whole point. This whole training, I'm doing it in a way so that it is for all the beginners, right? I'm not even talking about anything which is advanced or anything. We only run conversion ads. That's it. We only run conversion ads. We don't run any other type of ads, right? If you really want Facebook ads to be profitable, just run the conversion ads. You run any other type of ads, traffic and all of that, you are going to lose money, right? Uh, in case I don't have a website, Dr. Namrata, you have FlexiFunnels. You can set up the website in the next 2 hours and then run the website ad over there. I mean, that's the whole thing that we learned in the 15 days challenge. Like Siddharth is asking, can we bring the leads on WhatsApp? You can, but you are going to get a lot of unqualified leads, and which is going to waste a lot of your time. The way we get the leads is we get people onto our webinar, onto our landing page, we make them sign up, and by automatically when they sign up, we pass that data to our WhatsApp. So we are still getting people on our WhatsApp, but we are getting them in so many different places. Number one, we are getting their email IDs, we are getting their phone numbers, they are getting added to our email account, they are getting added to our Facebook pixel, they are getting added to the custom audience in Facebook pixel. And we are also able to, with the help of email and all, we are also able to redirect them to our other social media channels. The advantage of getting the lead on your landing page is so much, while the disadvantage of getting the lead directly on WhatsApp is, number one, they are unqualified and they are not anywhere else. All the things that I just told you. So, you are spending money on acquiring a lead and still getting unqualified leads, and that too in just one place. That's where the difference comes in, right? The standard event conversion work better than custom conversion? Nothing like that. I have always done the ads via custom conversions, and that's what I have always preferred to do. Okay, so now you can select the audiences. Okay, so you can select, so based on your kind of business, you can select the age. Let's suppose you want to run the ads to, let's suppose, minimum 20-year-old. Okay, then you can select the location. For example, in India, let's suppose you want the ads to be running, let's suppose, just in Dehradun, for example. Okay, so I want the ads to run just in Dehradun, and even in Dehradun, I only want within this area, within the 10 miles distance of Dehradun, right? Or maybe I don't want within the 10 miles distance, I just want in Dehradun, not anywhere outside. Okay, so then you can select the minimum age, and you can select the language, things like this, right? So I've explained the difference, by the way, I've explained the difference between the original audience and the Advantage Plus in the 2024 training. See, okay, so you learn it over here. All the settings that I'm asking you to do right now, it is good for you right now to run your first ad. Okay, my job in this training is to make sure that you run your first ad right now. Okay, right now. So I want you to just implement the basic settings. So in the audience, you select the age, maybe from 20 to, let's say, 40. All right. In the Dehradun area, you can select the gender. Let's suppose you want to run the ads only to male, female. Okay. So maybe this. And then you can select the detailed targeting. All right, you can select the detailed targeting. So see, I clicked on this button. If you noticed, I clicked on this button, switch to the original targeting options. Okay, so you can get started with this. But as you become more familiar and as you have run some ads, then you can go ahead and do the other fancy stuff also, in which Advantage Plus and all is going to come into the picture. I'm not going to talk about it right now, simply because all of this has been explained in this particular training, okay, 2024. But you don't need to do it right now. What you need to do right now is what I'm showing you right now, okay, because this is your first webinar. So in your first webinar, you just need to start the original ad audience and get started with this, okay. In the placement, you can select where you want the placement to be. So basically, where do you want the ad to be visible? So for example, I will just show you. but you don't need to touch it. Okay. So you can show the ads to, let's suppose, uh, yeah. So have a look at this. So it is giving you advantage plus placements or the manual placements. So in the manual placements, you can select whether you want to show the ads on Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, Audience Network, and whether you want to show the ads in feed or stories or all of this stuff. Okay, messages, apps, and sites. So you can select where exactly do you want to show the ads. Personally, I would select advantage plus placements, which Facebook is telling me to do. However, there can be scenarios in which you just want to test running the ads only on Instagram, only on Messenger, only on Facebook, and maybe on Instagram. Let's suppose, when you are running the ad, let's suppose only on Instagram, just an example. Maybe you just want to run the ads on stories and reels. That's it. Okay, so everything else is not selected and only the ads are going to run on the stories. Maybe you want to do all of these experiments and see the maximum number of experiments that you do. All of this is going to give you the better advantage in your Facebook ad account because again, Facebook ad account ultimately at the end of the day becomes the complete testing game in which you keep on testing. The best part about all of this is that for the Facebook ad account, how many of you attended Funnel Growth Summit event? How many of you attended the Funnel Growth Summit event? Yeah, so in Delhi, we showed you that we are working on the source tracking feature. So the source tracking feature, the way it is going to work is, see, Facebook ad reporting is not 100% up to the mark. Okay, that's where the problem is. See, like I told you, Facebook is not able to track everything. So when it is not able to track everything, so that's why the reporting also is not 100% up to the mark. Okay, so this is where we are building the source tracking feature in FlexiFunnels, because of which you will be able to, uh, uh, get the exact data of your ads. And if you run, let's suppose, different ads on Instagram, on the feed or the stories or all of this, so you will be able to see specifically which ad is giving you the best returns. However, all of this experiment we don't prefer to do a lot. I simply prefer to go ahead with Facebook and just use the advantage plus placement. Right? This is like good to go. I just wanted to explain it to you so that you don't get confused when you see this. What is the meaning of this? But personally, just go ahead with advantage plus placement. Okay. So our entire audience is selected over here. Is this clear to everybody? So if you will see, let me do a quick recap. So we selected the conversions campaign. We went to website. We gave it the webinar. We gave it the custom conversion, right? And after giving it the custom conversion, we gave it the budget that we want to use. Now this timing is over, so it is asking me to select a different timing. Maybe I wanna keep it, let's say 2, because I will keep on talking to you, right? So let's suppose the ad is going to start at 2 p.m. So now it's sorted, and then there are going to be scenarios in which you are going to run advantage plus audiences, but again you are going to learn that in this training, okay, that you are going to watch later, not today. After the 15 days challenge you are going to watch it now, okay. uh because in this training you have got everything what you needed to know right now, okay. And then you can select the audiences. Yeah, one more thing is, since you will be running ads to a new audience, so now you need to select the audience to whom you want to run the ads. Okay, so you are going to select the audience over here. So let's suppose for this particular campaign we were running the ad for phone addiction. So I'm gonna search for the targeting, like let's say parents. Okay, something like parents, and have a look at this parent with up to 12 months. Do you see? I'm gonna pick a targeting like this, right? Parent with toddlers 1 to 2 years, parent um with preschoolers, 3 to 5 years. And then again, okay, so one more thing that I want to tell you is, parent with early school children, let's say 6 to 8 years. So I'm gonna run the ads to all of them. But probably, see, right now I'm gonna run the ads to all of them. Okay, that's like when I'm starting out, I'm gonna run the ads to all of them. But see, in Facebook ads, what matters is the more detailed you can go. So, for example, a parent, whose kid is less than 12 months versus a parent whose kid is 6 to 8 years. They are like very different. They behave in a very different way. Are you able to get the logic? Type one in the chat box if you are able to get the logic. The parents for whom the kid is up to 12 months versus a parent for whom the kid is between 6 to 8 years. They are like very, very different. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a different ad. So, I'm going to create a different ad for this parent and I'm going to create a different ad for this parent, if it makes sense. And I will put something like this. Hey, is your kid less than 1 year and getting addicted to phone? So again, this is more personalized for that type of parent versus the ad for somebody like this is, hey, is your kid focusing more on phone than on their school education? Because this is an early age school children. So I'm going to say something like this. Product is the same, webinar is the same, everything is the same, but my messaging to the audience is different. Does that make sense? Give me a one. And this is exactly where Facebook ads become profitable or do not become profitable. All of this setting that we did today is just a one-time setting. All of this is done once. It's done forever. But how do you communicate to your audience? What do you communicate to them? Do you see these are two different pain points? Is your child less than 12 months and getting addicted to phone? This is not good for the child's health. Versus is your child in school and focusing more on phone and not on the education? That's a separate pain point. Two very different pain points for the similar kind of product. For the same product, by the way. Two different pain points for the same product. This is exactly what matters when it comes down to running the ads. Right? So a lot of people talk about Facebook ads not being profitable. It is simply because you are not talking to the audience in their language. What they need to see, what they need to hear. If you talk to them in their language, what they need to see, what they need to hear, automatically they will respond to your ads. But, so right now, maybe I will, just select all of this audience in one single ad. And maybe I will create a generic ad that, hey, are you a parent whose kid is, getting addicted to phone? So that will be one generic ad, which is good. But I will also create the specific ads. Is this clear to everybody? So when you talk to your audience in their language, give them what exactly they want, talk to them about their pain points, that's when they respond the best. Give me a one if this is clear. Give me a one if this is clear. And this is exactly where your Facebook ads become profitable or not become profitable. And at the same time, the messaging that they see on the landing page. So, when I'm running the ad, let's suppose for this parent up to 12 months, and when I'm saying, is your kid under 12 months and getting addicted to phone? So, I will take them to a separate landing webinar registration landing page. And my headline over here is also going to be that, specific webinar, let's suppose webinar for parents whose kid is under 12 months. And then, is your child glued to their phone? So even on the landing page, I will put that. How difficult it is. I'm just gonna, go over here. Let's suppose click on this page, clone this page. So for two different types of audiences, I'm going to have two different types of landing pages and just click on edit. And now I have a separate landing page for this audience and separate landing page for this audience, right? So something like this. I mean, I'm not going to focus on the designing part right now. Okay. But I'm not going to focus on the designing part right now, but something like this for parents whose kid is under 12 months age, right? So something like this. So for parents whose kid is under 12 months age, right, is your child glued to their phone? Something like this, right? And maybe to differentiate it a little bit, I'm gonna probably select a different color, right? Just to highlight it a little bit more. Again, see, this is where the whole power of full online business comes into the picture. You cannot, this power you never had when you had to advertise, let's suppose, anywhere else. But on Facebook, and with the help of tools like FlexiFunnels, you can create separate pages very, very quickly. So now this page is specific to people whose kid is under 12-month age. And on the other page that we created, I will put the headline, yeah, for parents whose kid is going to school. And then I'm going to put things like that, and then on down below on this page, I will put more pain points which are related to, let's suppose the kid who is in the 12 years of 12 months or versus the kid who is between 5 to 6 years old. Is this clear? Is this clear? And the amount of time it took me was negligible because I just cloned the page, 2 different landing pages, and I'm done. Right? Okay, let's go back to the ad again. Okay, so right now for the purpose of this, pixel bhi dalna hoga, of course pixel dalna hoga. Pixel har page pe dalna. Okay, so right now I'm selecting all of these audiences in one single place. Okay, I'm gonna click on next, and we already have a Facebook page that is created over here. So I'm gonna run the ad with this page, Kushagra. Okay, and it is asking me on via which Instagram account you want to run the ad. So I have not connected in this ad manager any Instagram account, but I showed you how to connect it. So if you have an Instagram account that is connected, you select it over here. If you don't have it, so it will run via your Facebook page, but it is recommended that you connect your Instagram account. Okay, that is one more thing. And then all that you need to do is you need to add the ad image. Okay, so let me quickly add an ad image. So let's see if I have some images in this account. Something would be here for sure. Okay. See, again, all of this is for the testing purpose. Okay, all of this is for the testing purpose. So I'm not putting the actual image and actual stuff, but you will be putting the actual image and the actual stuff. Okay. So something like this. This is my ad image. And primary text, let's suppose, is, I guess that line on my page was good, right? Is your child glued to their phone? We have the solution, right? This was a very good line. So I'm gonna pick this only, and I'm gonna put this as a headline for my ad. Okay. Okay, and let's suppose this is Instagram story, this is Facebook story. Show me the feed. So you can see how the ad is going to look on all the placements. Okay, so see, over here you can see how the ad is going to look on all the placements. Okay, and over here you can put the website URL. Where do you want the traffic to go? Okay, so of course we want the people to come to this landing page, right? So ultimately you will put this website URL over here because this is where the webinar registration will happen, right? So the website URL is going to be this. And what else? The description. Okay, so some description that will come below over here. So if you will see this line, we have this solution is not visible. So maybe what I can do is, maybe I can cut this from here and I will put this in the description. And again, this is all going to be testing, and I will see that whether it is looking good, whether it is even visible, something like this. Okay, so again, you will keep on testing. Again, I'm just showing it to you for the purpose of that how you are going to, but you are going to create your perfect text. You are going to create your perfect headline. You are going to create your perfect description. Okay, what you can also do is you can create more primary texts or more headlines. Okay, so let's suppose if your child glued to their phone, maybe I can pick one more headline from here, and then Facebook is going to test that which headline is going to perform the better for you. Let me see if I have ChatGPT opened over here. So what I'm going to do is, see, this is the headline that we created, right? Let's suppose I'm gonna go to ChatGPT and I'm gonna say for my Facebook ad headline, give me some variations for this. So do you see now Facebook has given me ChatGPT has given me some good suggestions. Concern about your kids' screen time. This is also good, right? This is also perfect. So I'm gonna pick this and I'm gonna add it over here. Right? So now what's gonna happen is, so Facebook by itself is gonna test this headline. So you can see the headline coming over here in some ads. Then it is going to test this headline in some ads, and whatever headline is performing the best for you, Facebook will show that headline more going forward. So first of all, it will spend money on both the headlines, but then whichever headline is performing better, it's gonna show the ad to based on that headline. Similarly, okay, maybe this headline I can also pick. So you can give up to 5 headlines, okay? You can give up to 5 headlines. Something like this. Worried about your child, let's say, phone addiction. Something like this. Right? So I have added the headlines, I have added the descriptions. You can also do, the text. So this is the text that is visible at the top. I will put a webinar registration page over here, right? In the text itself. Is your child glued to their phone? We have the solution. I'll put the landing page link right at the top so that people don't miss it. Is your child glued to their phones? We have the solution. We are doing a webinar where we will show you how to what is our claim. Our claim is, okay, this. Okay, where we will show you proven scientific method to reduce the mobile phone addiction of kids in just 7 days. It's a simple 2-hour training that will help you remove your kids' phone addiction forever. All right. Register for the session for free. If you will see, I have put F capital of free, or maybe I will put this whole in capital. So now I have the ad, and all that I need to do is publish the ad, and the ad will start running to the audience and everything, all the settings that we do, and we are done. That's it. That's it. So this is the whole exercise that you need to do when it comes to running the ads on Facebook. That's it. Nothing else. Nothing more. Right? And yes, with respect to learning the advanced strategies, advanced details, immediate traffic secrets, inside timeline domination, watch the whole module. You will be able to learn a lot more in detail. But just to run your very first ad, that you are going to run for your webinar that is going to happen on the 1st of May. This is exactly what you need. All right. And you click on publish, the ad will start running, and you're fine. You're good to go. Is this clear to everybody? Give me a yes. Okay. One more quick pointer that I want to make over here, okay, is how many of you remember I told you that I want to try running the ad. We did one thing. How many of you remember? Can anybody guess? I told you that I'm gonna come back to one thing after some time. Yes, without the Facebook page, right? I shared with you this thing that inside my business settings, I don't want to connect my Facebook page. I can connect my Facebook page over here, but I'm not gonna connect it. This is what I did, right? And I told you that I'm gonna test with this. If you see that this ad, I'm still running with this Facebook page, but I have not connected this Facebook page to this ad account and this business manager. Can anybody guess the reason for this? This is something that I learned the very hard way, very, very hard way. And this is exactly the place where this, training session, mentoring is, coming into the picture. And that is exactly what I'm saying, that within 1 minute, I will tell you something that will make your life good forever for life. That's why I've been, continuously emphasizing that when you go through the whole timeline domination, you're going to learn a lot more. Okay. The problem is that, I'm not saying when, I'm not saying that, there is a probability that your Facebook ad account or your business manager can get banned, which has happened with everybody whom I know. It has happened with me, it has happened with everybody. But the problem is that if your Facebook page is connected with the business ad manager or business account, so Facebook disables not just the ad manager, but also the page from running the ads forever. Because that page is connected over here. Are you getting it? So, see, I have a Facebook page. Please understand this. I have a Facebook page on which I have posted a lot of content. In fact, my Facebook page is also verified. It has a blue tick. I have 400 plus 5-star reviews on that page. I don't want to lose that page when it comes to running the ads from that page. So the first time when I learned this lesson, the problem was that my page was connected to my business manager when my business manager got disabled. And for a very long time, I was not able to run the ads via my Facebook page. This was massive. I had such a massive social proof on my Facebook page. See, that's the issue, right? So I had such a massive social proof, 139K followers, so much of content, so many reviews, so much over here. But all of that was gone. So I really had to do a lot, get in touch with the internal people of Facebook and all to get this page back. The ad manager was still banned, but somehow I was able to disconnect this page from that ad manager. And now I don't connect that page anyway. But I learned that lesson the hard way. And thankfully, to some resources that I was able to create and connect with, I was able to get my ad page back, which probably in 99% of the scenarios is never going to happen. And probably right now, there is no chance it's going to happen. Maybe Facebook was a little bit more lenient back in that time 2-3 years ago, but now it's not. So that's why don't connect your Facebook page. Okay. And even if Facebook forces you to connect your Facebook page, just create a dummy page and connect that page. Because during that time, Facebook forced us to had at least one page connected over here. Right now, we were able to run the ad without any page. But during that time, Facebook forced us to connect one page. So even if one page at least is basic minimum required, just connect any dummy page, create any random page, and just connect it over here. And then run the ad via your main page, because all of your main pages will show over here and you run the ad via that. Is this clear to everybody?